He was a single dad with a job that barely paid the bills, pushing a mop through the halls of a wedding venue while his daughter waited at home for dinner. Life had taught him to keep his head down and work hard, because there was no room for dreams when you had rent, car payments, and a little girl who believed in bedtime stories. That night, as he finished his shift, he heard a commotion outside the ballroom. Voices raised, footsteps, a sharp tone that sounded like someone being dismissed. Curious and concerned, he stepped closer and found a bride in a wheelchair, abandoned in the hallway with tears on her cheeks and a bridal gown that looked like it belonged in a magazine. Her phone was dead, her family nowhere in sight, and the security guard was already turning away, assuming it was just another scene he didn't want to deal with. The single dad didn't hesitate. He rolled her chair to the nearest exit, offered her a bottle of water, and asked the simple question she needed most: "Are you okay?" She looked at him like he was the first person who had truly seen her. He didn't ask about her wealth, her dress, or her story. He just listened. When she said she'd been left by the groom and his family, he felt a familiar anger, but instead of letting it turn into bitterness, he offered her shelter in the small apartment he shared with his daughter. She agreed, too exhausted to argue. Over the next few days, she stayed quiet, letting the world think she was a broken woman with nowhere to go. But she watched him. How he cared for his daughter, how he worked without complaint, how he treated everyone with respect. She realized she had been saved by someone who had nothing to gain. When she finally revealed her true identity as a billionaire heiress, she didn't do it to embarrass him. She did it to change his life. She offered him a job, not as a favor, but because he deserved it. She helped his daughter get the education she deserved, and she made sure the man who had saved her was never forced to struggle again. He had rescued a stranger in a wheelchair, unaware she was a billionaire, and in doing so, he rescued his own future too. If this twist gave you chills, imagine what's coming next. Subscribe now, drop a like, and share with fellow thriller lovers. Let's unravel the next mystery together.